Do you trust your crypto assets to centralized exchanges that actively sell your private information and front run your trades? Would you like to buy and sell your assets without any middlemen, intermediaries, or robots? Do you like paying slippage, fees, and having the price go up as bots steal from you on low liquidity decentralized exchanges? The solution is nodemarket.io. Set your guaranteed buy or sell price. No middlemen, no slippage, no bots ever. Buy or sell 1, 10, or even 10 million tokens, and you never have to worry. OTC trades are between you and the seller or buyer, guaranteed by audited smart contracts and no human middlemen. Nodemarket.io.
Brandon.
Heyo. Oh, hold on.
Kitty. Brandon.
Hold on.
Kitty.
Hold on. my computer. I got too many tabs open. Too many tabs.
Yeah?
Hold on.
Want to say something? Oh, yes. Nope. No. Don't chew that. Come here. She's smelling the microphone. She thinks it's really cool. What are you doing? Come here. Ugh.
What?
Do you want to talk? Or do you just want to be?
Is the cat gonna talk?
No, she's nervous. Nope. No.
Good.
She's got anxiety. It's green anxiety. See how she got little black mitts, little soccer gloves. Oh. And she's done.
She's out? We're out?
She's out. All right, Brandon, what do we got going on in the world of housekeeping?
Oh my gosh. What do we not have going on?
Oh my Jesus.
Oh my gosh. Absolutely. Well, here's a couple things. Okay.
All right.
Just be careful out there. You never know who's going to try to fish or scam you. I'm just going to leave it at that right now.
Don't get pig butchered.
Yeah, that's not good. People just keep asking. Okay, so I just want to reiterate this a couple times. I know people don't watch the shows and then they just want to ask questions, but if you could watch the shows, like we try to explain this on the shows and stuff too, which is cool. But like, I'm just going to reiterate on this stuff because I think it's important to remember. We're sending out licenses. It takes a long time to send out the licenses. Like yesterday, we did 600 transactions and we only got 3 masters sent out in those 600 transactions. So just because of the way the contracts for Hypercycle were written, so it just takes some time. But we're sending those out. So if you don't have all of your licenses, that makes sense. I think we're over 50% now of the way sending licenses. The only place to see your licenses, so we send them to your wallet. Whether that ends up being I don't know where you guys open your wallets. It doesn't matter. It's your on-chain wallet. We send it to your on-chain wallet. So your wallet, we've kind of gone over this before, is on the blockchain, and you have the keys to that wallet to access that wallet, and we send them to that wallet. Whether MetaMask is the keys to view that wallet, or whether your ledger views that wallet, or whatever it is, okay? So we send them to that wallet on the blockchain, and then you can view them with the numerous dApps available on the interweb. OpenSea is a dApp, for example. It's kind of a marketplace app they've created to be able to view NFTs and stuff. You won't be able to see the Hypercycle licenses very good because Hypercycle didn't put any metadata in them. So what we did over at Node Market is we went and added some metadata and some stuff to make the licenses look pretty and be able to kind of visualize what's happening rather than having to read a number. So you guys could go to OpenSea and try to view them, but I would not recommend it. You can go to Etherscan and view them. You cannot see them in they won't show up in MetaMask. So if you guys, even though they're in your MetaMask wallet, they won't show up in MetaMask. So hopefully I make that clear. But you can go to Node Market. Node Market's the #1 place to view your licenses. And Let me go ahead. I'm going to share my, ooh, what is that? I got a rejection. Anyway, sorry.
You're gonna
I tried to
share
do a
your ooh?
I tried to get a transaction done earlier, and it looks like it got rejected.
He's gonna share his ooh. So for those of you that don't want to see his ooh, you may want to put your
This is yeah, put your screeners on, you know what I'm saying? So node market. So let's just say we go into our view profile over here, and the NFTs. So this is where your licenses are going to sit, right? It's under licenses. Previously this section was blank, but now it is not blank anymore. So you'll be able to see if you have any licenses. You'll be able to go into those licenses. And then the next question that I got asked, even after we did our show, is the tilling is not active. They're like, well, I thought I was tilling. I thought I was going to have uptime and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, I agree with you 100%. But apparently the child license, so when this is split down from the master, is not showing the tilling correctly because of something they have to update on their software to be able to like it's just a switch. It's there, it's being tilled in the background. Hopefully. Yeah. I talked to the guys over at Hyper. He's like, well, I hope it's still tilling. I'm like, well, that's not something we hope. But anyway, so they we'll just leave them be. They said something's happening, so I'm gonna assume it's happening. I'm not gonna stress about it anymore. But basically, the tilling, even though it shows inactive, so if you pull up your license and there's no tilling uptime stats, activity, or anything, don't stress about that. That's what everybody shows. And regardless, they're supposed to be tilling on them. And we sent these out in the order that we got the order. So we ended up just sending them. If we got the order, we sent it then. And that's the order we're sending the licenses out in. So the earlier you ordered, the more tilling you're probably going to have in batches. So the first batch has, say, 6 months tilling. The second batch, what did the cat hit the music? The second batch has 1 month or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, that kind of explains that succinctly, hopefully, and then we should be good there. Any questions on that stuff? Hopefully clear as mud.
I know I've got it.
It just snowed like 6 inches here last night.
It sucks there.
It snowed. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't snow here. It's like 80 degrees. Well, today it's going to be 78, I think. 78. Man, I got to get some more suntan lotion. That sun is cooking me during my daily swims in the 87-degree water.
Oh, that's brutal. Yeah, but it's salt water, you know?
That's true. I like how they say, oh, do you want your pool to be mineral water? I was like, is the mineral salt?
Wait, they say that? That
Yeah.
sounds like something that would be said in California.
Yeah.
They so woke. They know what they're doing.
They're like, it's salt is a mineral. Therefore, that's not a lie. All right. Got me a mineral water pool. Can I drink it? They're like, no, I wouldn't do that. Oh, so it's not that kind of mineral water. Might as well just be chocolate milk.
This is a good question. So Hypercycle said they're gonna like with the node with the tilling. Yeah, like so let's just say like you purchase a node today. They had a batch. So let's say they started 20 nodes till or 20 masters tilling. As soon as that batch sells out, you know, it's had the cutoff of like April 10th or whatever. They started tilling on April 10th. That cutoff is that will sell all those and then they are done. But they start tilling in batches. So they could have a little bit of tilling, they could have no tilling. But at the end of the day, guys, the tilling, it's important, but like I wouldn't like hang your hat on it like, oh shoot, I have 8 months of tilling or 1 month of tilling or 1 week of tilling, guys. The important thing is this is an evolving process. It's not going to kill you at the end of the day. In 2 years, you're going to look back and be like, oh, that was kind of not as huge to be like complaining or losing sleep over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's cool, but I mean, let's just say you've been tilling for 6 months. It's still not like compute started, or 8 months and compute hasn't started yet. So it's like, not a big deal, whatever. Okay, so I thought
real quick.
No,
don't even
this
answer
is what
that.
I keep getting.
No, don't answer it.
Answer this.
It's
Okay,
already been answered, but we got to go back to the storage A one. So everybody raise your hand if you were in the ICO originally. None of you mother truckers better raise your hand. I was. And the executives at the company called the token Store J. So don't give me any of this pronunciation poop. You don't know. What is it? What does he say in that? I'm 35 yards from 200 Cubans that want to kill me. You need me on that wall. Remember Jack Nicholson when he was like, he was real mad. Anyway, yeah. Oh, is it pronounced storage? The company's pronounced storage, stupid. The token is Store J because there's no AGE, is there? Because grammar. You can't just make it up as you go. It's not like, my name is PHY. How do you pronounce it, Nick? Well, that's not how letters work. Well, that's how I pronounce it. No, the company is storage. The token is Store J. Deal with it. I don't have any rants today, so I had to do a grammar rant. There's not really anything to rant on. Anyway, yeah.
We could rant on some things if we could. There's some things if we wanted to.
You guys want to know what tilling is? Tilling is an unemployed person calling in to say that they're available for work. That's honestly what it is. It's just showing, hey, I'm available.
Hey,
that's all it is. Compute is what's going to be the main thing. And also that's what's going to earn you revenue. Tilling does get you closer to a potential split. But guess what that split entails? More equipment. So there's other considerations. It's not this is not like a fire and forget technology. You're going to have to participate. Anyway. Okay. Can we have a running count on the updates? How far along? What you're going to get is, Steve, at some point, they're just going to show up in your wallet. That's the running count. What we're not going to do is 700 transactions a day and then go post, we did 700 transactions today. No, man, adults, everybody in here, be an adult for the next 3 weeks. You'll have your darn licenses. Then you can go back to not being adults. But for now, adult.
That's fair. I like that.
Let's all be adults.
Guys, it won't matter anyway. I wish you guys knew.
It won't even matter. It's doing what it's doing or not. Regardless, it was a few good men. Well played. Yeah.
Yes.
You need me on that wall. You want me on that wall. Who's going to do it? You? Remember, he's like pointing at Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is like, no, I am not going to do it. But then he got him. He got him angry.
Yay.
Okay, so that was an awesome movie. Is Brandon going to do talk ETF inflows today?
Oh yeah, behind the wall. We'll talk about it.
Oh snap!
There's some interesting things happening, guys.
Right from Steve. You remember like Toys R Us? Hey, do you know Toys R Us went bankrupt or something like that?
Stop. Like 10 years ago, yeah.
They're like they didn't just go. Remember, there was the real expensive one. So in the malls, the way my brain worked was when we go to the mall, I'm getting something. Now, if my parents took me to KB Toys, did you ever know what KB Toys was? That was the expensive one.
Yeah, that was rich.
Everything was really expensive, and they had like the toys had parts that were metal in them. That's how you know it's expensive. There was metal bits. If it was all plastic bits, you're like, crap. I'm going to Toys R Us.
I loved going to the mall. That was
But
fun.
I'll tell you, if you were trying to get Transformers, Toys R Us, what you had to do is you had to get an off day when worse parents wouldn't bring their bad kids to Toys R Us like during the week. Like normally Toys R Us, you go on Saturdays because you're not in school. Anybody that goes to Toys R Us with their parents on a weekday is bad parenting. Because why would you have your kids out of school? You're a bad parent. You don't deserve to be a parent. You should have your kids stripped from you and given to Child Protective Services, and you should be, sterilized. But anyway, if you could scam your parents into taking you like on a Tuesday, then they would stock the shelf with all the new Transformers. And you could get them. And then the ones that you couldn't afford, you would take them and you would go put them where like girls' stuff was.
What?
Yeah.
What?
So I would take the ones that I wanted but couldn't afford, and I would go hide them in the girls' stuff, like the Barbie stuff, where the clothing and all that kind of crap is. No one's looking there.
And then you hide them, then you go get them when you can afford them.
Got every Transformer toy I ever wanted that I could afford which I mostly couldn't, but I almost did. I got all the Constructicons, all the
Transformers were
construction
best.
ones. Yeah,
They were.
badass.
They were cool.
Yep.
They were cool.
Macy's bought Toys R Us. Didn't Macy's just go out of business?
Probably.
Aren't they in receivership right now?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. FAO Schwartz was expensive too, but KB was the one that I remember being most expensive. Anyway, we were so far off the path. But you guys remember all the like the toy store wars? They were all kind of competing for their different segment of, and then Amazon was like, we'll just let people order stuff for like 1/10 the price. See you later, toy stores. See you later. Maybe we should play taps for toy stores.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go behind the wall. I also want to show, remember the other day when I said, don't on with the show with me, Neil. We'll talk toys for 2 hours.
Do you guys know what ZCMI is? Does that make sense to anybody else other than here, or is that just a made-up word in my world?
Probably.
ZCMI, they used to have like a little toy section in the back. That's where you found all the good toys too.
Did they have Japanese toys?
It was
like
in
the
the
cool
mall.
Japanese ones?
Yeah, well, they had the Transformers, they had the Kazumu Mace, they had like all the Lego, they had everything, man. It was a cool place. But,
okay,
that's where we shop.
Remember the other day when I said that our weave was like that sucker just jump. It can't get beat up. It just gets beat up and comes right back up.
Yes.
Jesus, man. I was like waiting. I was like, man, if I can get down to $20, I'm going to load up right back to like 36, 37 bucks. That thing is a monster.
What's it at?
I don't know. A lot. It doesn't.
It's more than a lot.
Well, it's that these other assets correct. It's 36 bucks.
Holy crackers. That thing
I told you.
Hard.
It's a monster. It's a honey badger. I'm wondering, like,
dang.
Yeah. Like, that's one where you can really buy the dip. I'm not telling anyone to do it.
Jeez.
Anyway, let's go behind the wall.
Good for that.
I'm just saying, I just remember, for whatever reason, that is the most resilient, weird token. You know? And
Yes.
by the way, anybody who's interested, I've been messing with it over at Bitrue, Bitrue. I'm sure there's other ways to do it, but I haven't found them. Anyway. And on that note, should we get behind the wall?
That's where we're going. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, because apparently Neil is mad. Neil kicked us in the wall sack. Get it? Kicked us in the wall sack.
Beautiful.
Oh, Neil. All right, let's do it.
Neil. I like Neil.
Neil.
He's funny.
We're going behind the proverbial wall now to continue the broadcast privately for the digital investors and digital private clients.
And Neil.
If you'd like to join us, simply go to nickblacknext.com and subscribe to one of our plans and immediately take advantage of our library of tools, tactics, and information.
Like Neil
it's all
does.
designed to help you learn, grow, and manage your portfolio like a pro. Join us now.
This message brought to you by Neil.
Thanks, Neil.
Okay, wait.
I like Neil. Keeps us on track, though.
He does.
Somebody like that in my life. I need somebody.
Well, his thing is crypto pilot. You can't be a pilot if you can't fly or use coordinates.
Man, those guys.
Well, I guess you could be a pilot and crash.
No, buddy. No, don't. That's not gonna.
You can still be a pilot if you crash. You're just a bad pilot. All right, going slow.